You guys, it's getting to be that time of year again, and as you can hear, Ron's got the chainsaw going outside, and he's bucking up some firewood. And yeah, this is basically what happens up here in Northern California. And if you guys are new to our channel, my name is Sarah Tree, and I have been a nomad off and on my entire life. And the other times in my life, I've lived in places like this where we're pretty much out in the middle of nowhere, and we got to use a four-wheel drive to get to our house. And we're lucky if we even have any electricity. This house, however, has electricity, and I'm making more for it. More about that later. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know, that's basically how we roll. We're out here just cutting up firewood today, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and, I don't know, get you guys in on the know. Okay, so like I said earlier, we got the chainsaw going in the background, so I apologize for the noise. The deal that Ron and I have is he bucks it up, and I help stack it, and eventually when we get a wood splitter, we'll both be splitting it. So it works out pretty good. We make a pretty good team doing that. I had this video to make and some other things to do, so I couldn't be playing outside today, even though it's a very, very beautiful sunny day. It's been pretty cold. We haven't gotten any snow at our elevation yet, but just up the hill from us, our friends did. California, yes, it still does get rain and snow on occasion. We're not totally in a drought. Yeah, so there's just things that you have to do to keep yourself warm in the wintertime. And we do have a wood stove that we use, and we also have a propane furnace, but we try not to burn the propane so much because it's kind of expensive. It's better for us to cut our own wood because we have a lot of, sick and dying trees out here, so we can cut our own wood and supply our own heat. We also do supplement that with, some types of wood. Like this year we bought some cedar. Last year we bought some walnut. It just depends on what type of wood we need. To kind of fill in the gaps, and there you go with that. This house is not quite a homestead, but what our goal is to be a little bit more self-sufficient than we are right now. We're getting there. As I've told you guys before in the months past, I have been setting up our solar, and it's going pretty well. I will be doing an update video on that soon. I just wanted to get some things squared away with it first before I just put it up there, because, people kind of get confused with solar. It's pretty technical and kind of weird, and it's been taking us a long time to do it, like over a year, because we've had to piecemeal it together. It's not totally expensive like some of the systems, but it's expensive enough to where we would have to like save up, buy a piece, and then save up again and buy another piece. So that's basically what's happening right now. We have pretty much everything we need for it except for the big battery cables, and those aren't too bad, but other stuff has been kind of breaking us, so we haven't been able to get on that yet. But it's been no big deal. The power has been okay lately. A lot of times, as you guys might have heard in the news, PG&E likes to shut the power off here quite often, whether it's because of the weather or because of fires or whatever. They just kind of intermittently shut the power off. So basically, we wanted to make sure that at least we had some solar for the refrigeration. This house is not that efficient. It was built in the 1970s, so it's going to be really hard to like retrofit something like this to be totally off the grid. I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys it's impossible, but it's something that is pretty much like probably beyond our finances, at least for right now. But my goal is to at least be a little bit more efficient with you know, our electricity in case the power does go out for a few days like it has in the past, that we could at least have some lights, refrigeration, and a way to charge our devices, which I think once this is set up, it will be accomplished. Another project I would like to do to this place, just because water is so scarce, is to set up a water collection system, even if it's a small one, just so we can have something extra just in case. And also to hopefully eventually get our well pump onto solar as well, which I don't know how feasible that is, because it's, you know, going to be kind of expensive for that kind of system. So we'll see. But yeah, just kind of get you guys in the know on that kind of stuff. You know, our house, I tried to kind of keep it simple in the way that I would, you know, live, you know, irregardless of whether it's in a sticks and bricks or a camper van. I don't like conventional lifestyle, and so I try to keep to that. Even if I'm, you know, living in a house, I try to basically keep my ways of living. And so it's been a challenge this year and a half, almost 2 years, that Ron and I have been living together. For me, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard for me to go back to living in a house. If I hadn't met Ron, I probably would not be living in a house. Let's just put it that way. I would be figuring out a way always to have some sort of home on wheels or some sort of alternative type of living situation, seeing how buildings and I don't really get along. This one, though, is an exception. It's actually kind of nice and old and drafty and has a lot of metal in it. In fact, it has metal studs we found out on accident. So it's, and it's aluminum sided because it's so old. And so, you know, it's kind of like living in a school bus or tiny house or something. So I guess that's probably why I can tolerate it. I don't know. And the electrical that we do have is buried underground. So there's not a bunch of, you know, a whole bunch of dirty electricity like running around in the air or, you know, I don't know how you would describe it, but yeah, there's a lot of things in buildings that bother me, and this one isn't quite so bad. So yeah, but that's just the reason why I'm including this is so that you guys could know what it's like if you've been on the road most of your life and then you try to settle down. It's not easy. And what could make it easier is if you I don't know, find a place that, I don't know, kind of more resembles something that you're used to. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on. I know I haven't put out any videos in a long time. I'm getting kind of discouraged because shorts are basically where it's at. I've been putting out a lot of shorts, and a lot of you guys are watching them. Yay, thank you. And thank you to all my new subscribers and my old subscribers that have been sticking around. And I'm just trying to figure this out. Some people have it figured out. Some people could just get on YouTube and, you know, be an overnight success. Most of us, however, have to really figure out our niche. And since I started off as a van life blog or whatever you want to call it, and then I ended up transitioning back into a sticks and bricks, my channel isn't quite working. So I have to figure out basically how to make it work. So hopefully you guys will stick around, and we'll figure that out together. And I'll just keep putting out at least some shorts and a few long videos here and there, and, you know, making some content and see, you know, what sticks. And I do have a lot of tips and tricks in my life that I've learned, and a lot of life hacks. And so and I'll just put them up when I can think of them and figure out how to videotape them. So hopefully you guys enjoy what I'm putting out, and yeah, and I will try to keep you guys in a loop, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.